Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Priyanka. Today I came up with the content of manual testing. Here I'm going to explain you about the overview of manual testing. You'll able to learn this concept in a simple understanding way. Basically, the reason why I'm sharing you these points is that when someone asks you to explain these topics, you can remember the key topics what I'm sharing you now. I request you to watch the video completely without skipping so that you can understand it very clearly. If you want to know the detailed information about the manual testing, about the each and every topic, I'll make another video for the all the topics in an upcoming videos. So, in the part 1 of the contents of the manual testing, we are going to learn about software. SDLC means software development life cycle, environment, types of application, build process, bug life cycle, test documents. STLC, which is known as software testing life cycle, test case design techniques. So the key points to remember while you are learning these topics. Okay. The first topic is that about the software. Like, do you have an idea like what is meant by software? Can anyone recollect? Okay, now I'm going to explain you like what is software. Software is nothing but it is a collection of programs that help us to perform a task. Everyone keep in mind that these are only the key points to remember when you're learning the manual testing. Okay. Software is a collection of programs that help us to perform a task. This is all about the software which you need to keep in mind. The next topic is SDLC. SDLC is nothing but software development life cycle. Software development life cycle is a step by step procedure to develop a software. It consists of various phases like requirement collection, feasibility study, design, coding, testing, installation, and maintenance. Like in if you want to know about these topics like brief, I'm going to give a uh, understanding like what is meant by a requirement collection. In this ways what we'll do, we'll collect the business need of the customer, like like what the customer needs. In the next phase, it is a feasibility study. Based on the requirement of the group of people, based on the requirement, a group of people will sit together and analysis whether the project is required, is made according to the requirement of the customer or not. In the next phase is that design. The design is nothing but the blueprint of an application. Coding. Coding means based on the design, developer will start writing the code for the particular programming language. And the next phase is that testing. Once the coding is completed, the test engineering will start checking the functionality of an application during the process and find some bugs which are reported to the developer, where the developer will start fixing it again. And the installation. In this installation phase, the stable application will be handed over to the customer in the form of installation. And the last and final phase is the maintenance. Since the customer is new to the application, they may find some issues which needs to be detailed test and handed it over the customer. So this is the overview of software development life cycle. Okay, these are the phases you need to remember, and this is the definition which to be which needs to be noted. And coming to the next topic, what is the next topic? Environment. Like in environment, um, environment is nothing but writing the code in the developer server with the help of URL. In developer server, we'll have test applications finding the bug, reporting it, and fixing it. Okay. Here, developers will write the code in the developer server with the help of the development URL. Test engineers will test the application and they'll find the bugs. It will be given to the developer because the user interface in the test server, developer will fix the bugs in the developer server. So after finding the bugs, they'll report it and they'll fix it. And coming to the next topic, types of applications. We have three types of applications. Those are nothing but standalone application, client server application, web application. In these types of application, there are also there are parts of application, and in these parts we have three types of application. That those are user interface application, business logic, and database. In the user face application, it is a front end, and business logic is a back end, and database is also a back end form of application. So in standalone applications and client server application and web application, will have some disadvantages and advantages. I'll make a detailed video of all the topics. You can um, you can stay tuned for the upcoming videos so that you can easily learn this topic briefly. So the next topic I'm going to say you about the build process. What is meant by build process? Build process. So here in the build process, uh, this is a like how I need to say you. In the build process, we'll have the cycle kind of thing. In that cycle, we'll have the control version tool, build team, which will compile and compress build. In that we'll have application format and test server, test engineer, test URL, and test engineer. Okay. Like what the build means. The build means conversion of code in the application format. Okay. And what is a test cycle? Test cycle is nothing but the time frame to test the particular build. Patch is temporary solution for a blocker bug. And when coming to the respin, it is a getting multiple builds in a single test case. Blocker bug can't go further execution. It cannot go for the further execution. Okay. In the build process, once the requirement is collected by the business analyst from the customer, that the requirement will be given to the developer as well as the test engineers. Here, the requirement will be given to the developer as well as the test engineer so that the development will write the code and the test engineers will test the process. So this process repeats continuously until the application is stable. Okay. And coming to the next topic, bug life cycle. Bug life cycle. So in bug life cycle, this is also a process you need to understand. And I'll share the diagram in my upcoming videos about the bug life cycle. In bug life cycle will have new or open, assign, developer. In developer will have conflicts, invalid, duplicate, deferred, not renewable, not reproducible, and RFE. RFE is nothing but required for enhancement. After developer will it will go to fixed and retest and closed. If it is not if it is going to retest, it will be going to the reopened. Okay. So bug life cycle entire process is that new or open assign, and it when it is assigned to the developer, and the developer will fix. After it is fixed, it is retest and it is closed. If in retest we have anything, the process again, it will be reopened, and again the entire process, like it will go to assign, developer, fix, retest. The entire process will be rotating it until it is closed. Okay. So here whenever we started testing a build, we may find some bugs immediately when we write a bug report template by giving some status like new or open and assign to the developer. When the developer will fix it and change the status as fixed, here we'll have some status like can't fix, invalid, duplicate, deferred, and non reproducible, and request for enhancement. So the developer will change the status. We have some statuses. Can you see here? So that according to this, the bug life cycle processes continues. And this is the most important topic in the manual testing. And coming to the test, the next topic is about the test documents. Test documents is nothing but test documents is nothing but it is defined as necessary documents needs to be prepared by the test engineering before the test execution process. Okay. In these test documents we'll have two types like test cases and test scenarios. Like how to write the test cases and what are the test scenarios, I'm going to explain you in a next video, like upcoming video, so that you can watch my YouTube video for the clear understanding way. Once again I am telling you is that these are the topics you need to remember. These are the key points you need to remember while learning the manual testing, so that it will be helpful to you when you want to recollect the topics which you learned. And the next topic is about STLC. STLC is nothing but uh, software testing life cycle. In software testing life cycle we are having study system, test plan, test documents, and next rtm is nothing but required traceability matrix, test evaluation, bug or defect tracking tool. Next test execution report, and finally retrospect meeting or postmortem meeting. These are the points you need to remember while you're learning software testing life cycle. Like I'll say you the points, like what points you need to remember. Eighth one is the STLC is nothing but software testing life cycle. Here in this we'll have system testing, test plan, and next is our test documents, and next RTM. RTM is nothing but required traceability matrix, and text execution, and next bug or defect packing tool. Next it's test execution report. Next it's coming to the last one is retrospect meeting or post mortem meeting. So when the thing you need to remember in the test documents is like test scenarios, test cases, test case review, test case approval, and test case repository. Here we need to, and one more, in the test documents we'll have this thing. And while learning the software testing life cycle, you need to focus on the most important thing is that required traceability matrix. I'll make a video which is important in manual testing. And the final one you're going to learn is about test case design techniques. Like what are test case design techniques? In test case design techniques, the thing you need to be noted is that rules. Like what are the rules should be followed by the test engineering while writing the test cases to achieve the maximum test coverage. Okay, the point should be keep it in the mind to achieve the test maximum test coverage. So in that test case design techniques will have some types like error gauging, equivalence partition, and boundary value. So here, whenever we are going to learn these topics, make sure that you learn the topic completely. So these are only the overview of the topics which I'm sharing you now. But in detail, I'm going to make another video. You can stay tuned. So here, this is an important topic. You need to focus on the test case designs. Okay. So in this part one, the main, according to the interview part, you need to focus on SDLC, build process, and bug life cycle, and how the test documents works, STLC, and test case design techniques. Like if you like many people are confused like how to remember this topic. So I made a clear overview like how to remember the topics, and these are the key points you need to remember. So many people are being confused like how to remember SDLC, STLC, and all the test case designs and the test documents. So if you remember these points, and whenever the interviewer is asking the question, if you remember the points, so that you can easily explain the concept for the interviewer, uh, whether they're asking, like rather than saying nothing, if you give at least an overview or else a few points. I'm talking about this freshers now. For the key points to remember, if you remember these key points and explain to the interviewer, you can easily qualify the test. So I hope that these points are explained in a clear way, that not detailed, but the key points to remember. So you can refer to these videos. If you are having any doubts, you can ping me or comment it in a comment section, and I'll come with a part 2 of manual testing with a types of applications where you can learn about the types of testing like regression testing, smoke testing, and all the testings. I'm going to make a video for the next video, that is part 2. Okay guys, thanks for watching my video. Stay tuned for the next video, that is part 2 about the types of testing. Please do like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to press the bell icon.